Sudan is on the brink of collapse. Hundreds of people are now dead, with thousands more wounded and hundreds of thousands displaced. Forces loyal to two rival generals have been battling for control of the nation since April 15th. The two men were once allies who jointly organized a military coup in 2021. That dissolved Sudan's government and derailed its short-lived transition to democracy. Now they're fighting for control of their respective military groups with no signs of backing down. Experts say this conflict is the worst-case scenario.
This crisis couldn't come at a worse time. You know, in South Sudan, we're entering the annual lean season and the rainy season when, access is difficult. We already have 7.4 million people in need of food assistance in South Sudan.
An unsteady ceasefire is in place for now. This week, President Biden expanding the U.S. ability to levy sanctions against individuals feeding this conflict. And the State Department continues to work on keeping the thousands of U.S. citizens in Sudan safe during this crisis. And some of those U.S. residents currently trapped in Sudan come from right here in Des Moines. Local 5's Larissa Leone sat down with members of the Sudanese community to talk about what it's been like to watch this crisis unfold, putting their loved ones at risk.
We pray for our country, Sudan. We pray for all those people that are losing hope.
Ikram Kachu is a Sudanese pastor here in Des Moines. She says she's spending a lot of time praying for those caught in the crossfires during the conflicts happening in Sudan.
All the Sudanese here in Des Moines, Iowa, we feel like confused. We feel like we're losing hope, and we just having a dream when it's going to end.
Kachu's elderly father is among thousands of Americans trapped within Sudan's borders. His plans were to spend the winter there and return with Ikram when the weather got warmer. With his health in decline, Ikram worries there won't be someone to watch after him.
One of my brothers is talking to me. He said, we decide to run away, and suddenly who going to leave him with? And it's just like sad, even though he's there, their family, they can't do nothing.
The Sudanese community have one of the largest populations of people resettled here in Iowa. El Sadiq Ali is among that population. He shares how his brother, a Des Moines small business owner, traveled to Sudan for a vacation when he too found himself stuck.
It's very difficult, not being able to get a hold of someone that you care about.
Ali recalls the last conversation he had with his brother. He sent this video with sounds of gunfire, confused about what was taking place.
After that, we kind of lost contact, but we would briefly reach him here or there.
Dr. Henry Lajukale is a local Sudanese advocate. He says he just had a meeting with the Iowa State Senate trying to raise awareness of the need for humanitarian resources and help for the thousands of U.S. citizens stuck in Sudan and South Sudan.
We appeal to our fellow Iowans, to our leaders, to be able to get out the message, to put pressure on our government and friends in the world to be able to help these people.
Now, unfortunately, the initial attacks took place around the Muslim festival of Eid, and Larissa, we are hearing that really did have an impact.
Stephanie, certainly all three people I spoke with say many people who live in other countries like the U.S. came to celebrate with their families, and certainly impacting the amount of Americans who are currently stuck in Sudan.
All right.
And if you are of faith and want to support the Sudanese community here in Iowa, Cottage Grove Presbyterian Church will be holding a prayer service tomorrow at 5 p.m. from 8 to 8 p.m.
Very emotional story. Hard to see that happening. All right, Larissa, thank you so much.